Working Fitness here, ready to teach you guys how to stay strong in quarantine with this quarantine full body workout at home. This is definitely not a program for you guys to lose weight because most people find it difficult to lose weight in general, let alone when they aren't confined to their own place. Well, if you want to get strong in your own home while staying pain free, then this video is for you. I've always tried to include a bit of humor within my videos, one thing because I'm a funny motherfucker, and the next thing is because it makes them more fun to watch. But I want you guys to know though that I'm always serious about the fitness knowledge that I share with you. You are definitely not going to see me doing any burpees because one thing, I'm fat. Oh, no, just kidding. And the next thing, most people can't even do a burpee when taught correctly, let alone the fact that I want to teach you guys something new and everyone's taking a gym class. Well, if you guys want to learn some legit exercises to gain strength at home, as well as how to stay fit in quarantine, then this video is for you. But before we get started, I need you guys to hit smash and or beat that like button down below. Everyone has done a push-up before, at least I hope, but have you done a push-up with someone pushing on your back? To get this exercise started, you're going to call anyone willing to touch your sweaty back. If not, grab yourself a towel. Start by choosing the rep range that you want to perform your sets within. I'm choosing a rep range around 8 to 10 reps to stay somewhere in between a strength and a hypertrophy rep range. Ask the person to apply enough force to your back as you're performing the push-up so that by the time you hit 10 reps, if that is the number that you're going for, you actually fail at that number and you wouldn't be able to do an 11th rep. This is going to take some coordination between you and the person pressing against your back, obviously, but try to maintain a slow, steady pace. And as the person starts to fatigue during the push-up, the person who is pushing on the back should apply less force until the desired rep range is achieved. The Bulgarian jug squat that is done at home is going to be performed the same as the Bulgarian split squat that you do in the gym. Except instead of a bench, you're going to use your couch, and instead of some dumbbells, you're going to use some laundry detergent. The split squat is a great exercise to work on each side of the body unilaterally. Being at home with very little or no equipment makes it challenging to challenge your leg muscles, especially if you're already strong with certain exercises at home. When comparing to a bilateral exercise like a squat or a deadlift, the split squat involves quite a bit more coordination due to the split stance. Also, if you were to use the same amount of weight for the Bulgarian jug squat as you would for a standard squat, the amount of force on each leg is going to be almost double that of what it would be of a standard squat. That's because each leg is almost taking 100% of the force during a split squat, whereas with the standard squat, each leg is going to split the amount of weight that is held within your hands. Hammer rows are a great exercise to not only target your back, but the rest of the muscles of the posterior chain. As the name suggests, those muscles are the ones that are on the posterior side of the body. Being in a standing position while hinging from the hips, you're definitely going to get some activation of your glutes and your hamstrings, as well as your rector spinae to stabilize your spine in neutral alignment. Like with any exercise, and depending on your goals, as well as the availability of equipment that you have, you can perform this exercise with many different tempos, either more of a fast and powerful contraction or a more slow and controlled one. No matter which tempo you decide to choose, you're going to perform the exercise by retracting your shoulder blades, allowing your arms to drift away from the body, providing a good stretch on your lats. You're going to pull your arms back and behind you, making sure to keep them tight to your sides during the process. Here's another great exercise to teach you how to stay fit with the coronavirus. What I meant to say was how to stay fit while quarantined at home. The Z press, performed here with dumbbells, is a variation of the dumbbell shoulder press, taking your legs out of the equation. Performing the exercise this way removes the power provided by your legs when either doing a shoulder press, standing, or seated on a bench. Also, due to your legs being out in front of you, is going to reduce the tension placed on your iliopsoas muscle, a hip flexor muscle that assists with stabilizing your spine, especially when standing. What this is going to do is increase the tension placed on your abdominal muscles so that your torso stays upright. When pressing overhead, make sure to keep your elbows stacked slightly in front of your wrists if you were to look from a bird's eye view, as well as keeping your arms pushed slightly forward and in front of the body. You don't want your arms to be completely out to your sides while you're pressing overhead, decreasing space within your shoulder joints. Well, now that your legs are rested from sitting on your ass doing the Z press, we're going to begin performing some single leg RDLs with the power blocks. Obviously, if you have dumbbells, you're going to use those. If you don't have any of those, go around your place and find something heavy enough to challenge you and is easy enough to hold on to. This exercise is really going to challenge your balance as well as target the glutes and the hamstrings of the posterior chain. This is a unilateral exercise, which means that in this case you'll be performing the movement with one leg at first and then switching to the other. Whenever you are doing a unilateral exercise, I want you to start with the weak side first. That way, depending on whatever rep range you've chosen, you will go to failure with that side and then copy whatever rep you got with the stronger side. That way you're always maxing out the weaker side and giving it a chance to grow and catch up to the stronger one. If you're having a hard time finding ways to train your triceps without any equipment, then this video is for you. The pancake press is a great exercise to challenge your triceps in a way that you've probably never tried before. This bodyweight exercise not only really targets your triceps, but because you're in a plank position, you're going to activate your core muscles throughout the exercise as well. This exercise is great because if you're not strong enough to perform it while on your feet, then you can drop to your knees and perform it on your knees. Maintain your forearms straight ahead throughout the setup and execution of this exercise. If you want to perform this exercise correctly, imagine pushing your forearms away from the body versus pushing yourself up. This is going to put more focus and tension on the triceps. With your hands at about head level and just out to the sides of your face, as well as your feet close together, your abdominals and your glutes tight, I want you to push yourself away from the ground. The final and 7th exercise in this video, if you are quarantined and need a full body workout at home, is what I like to call the chair rollout. If you don't have yourself an exercise ball or an ab roller, grab yourself a chair, hopefully you got one of those, and you can still perform a similar action for this exercise. Of course I mean one with wheels. Start by placing your forearms on the chair and walking your feet back far enough so that your arms in relation to your torso is close to a 90-degree angle for the starting of this exercise. With your feet close together, your glutes tight, as well as your abdominals, I want you to push your arms away from your body, only far enough so that you can still maintain a neutral spine throughout the exercise. This exercise is quite difficult, so if you can't even perform a plank on your feet, you should definitely start there. Well, if you've watched this far, I'm going to tell you how many sets and reps you should be doing for each of the exercises. I want you to perform somewhere between 6 to 10 reps, and I want you to rest approximately 2 minutes between sets. For a beginner, 1 to 2 sets should do justice. An intermediate lifter should do somewhere between 2 to 4 sets. If you're an advanced lifter, obviously you're gonna be pissed off you don't have a barbell in your living room, but I want you guys to perform somewhere between 3 to 4 sets of every exercise. If I didn't come across correctly at the beginning of this video, I want you guys to hit, smash, and or beat that like button down below. If you have a bit more time and you're already down there, please leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to like and share Park and Fitness on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And most recently, TikTok.